What's up, everybody? My name is Mike Brown, aka Review King MB, and I'm here to talk about and review a film that is a new movie. And so it sucks to be talking about these new movies and you're not seeing them in theaters. For the most part, a lot of these films I don't even have the option to see in theaters, so I gotta watch them the way that I can. But I'm talking about this movie called Nobody. Nobody, 2021 film, like I said, directed by Ayla Nashuwdia. I know, I completely butchered it. I'm sorry, I apologize. The film stars Bob Odenkirk as Hutch Mansell. You probably know Bob Odenkirk because he is Saul in Better Call Saul and Breaking Bad. I'll be honest, Scout's Honor, I've not seen Breaking Bad. I know, it's on my list. Some people consider it to be the greatest TV show of all time. A lot of people love Better Call Saul, and so for those fans, he's very well known. And so I only know him in passing. I've only heard the name. I've seen the face. I was very curious, though, to see him in this type of movie. It seems ever since Liam Neeson, right? You always have these older actors or these people who you wouldn't expect to be in a role like this, a John Wick style type film. This is definitely, this movie especially, is the most John Wick-esque film that I think has come out over the last few years. But Bob Odenkirk, he starts off as just a regular guy, a husband, a family man, a father, and his house gets broken into, and he could have fought back. He could have maybe possibly done something to stop them, but he doesn't. And at first you think, oh wow, this guy's a bitch. Or he's just a coward, or he has no backbone, or just whatever the case is. And I'm not saying it's super easy, barely an inconvenience to step up to criminals or robbers or possibly violent people going into your house and fighting them off. I'm not saying that that's an easy thing to do. It's just in the situation that we see, the way that it all went down, and there are characters in the movie who make him look like an absolute shithead for not doing something. But you come to find out that no, it would have been too easy for him to do something because he has a past. He was a hitman. He has a lot of dark stuff that now this is the situation that gets him to want to do something about it. And so he does. He does go out there. He does not only try to go after the people that broke in his house and stole his stuff, but he wants to stop this organized crime going on in the area. Now, what I thought of Nobody was, I liked the movie. I did. Maybe I didn't love it, but I enjoyed it all the same. Bob Odenkirk, I think I would almost appreciate his performance even more if I had seen him in his other stuff, or maybe the more comedic stuff, or whatever his role is in Better Call Saul, just because you could tell just the way that he is and looks that this is a departure for him. The more actiony stuff, the more killing stuff, but I thought he pulled it off, especially at first appearing like a guy who couldn't handle himself, or a guy who just seemed like he would get his ass kicked or would get bitched out. But I appreciate that not only was I able to buy him when he did go out there and kick some ass, but especially the bus scene where he has to take on like 5 or 6 people by himself, and he does get his ass kicked. I mean, he takes care of them, but it's not easy. It's not like he's just dodging left and right. He's getting hit. He's getting hurt. He's getting his face broken. He's getting just as hurt, but he's capable. He's able to get as far as he has to do in those situations, and I appreciate that. You don't always see the hero of your movie get as hurt as he does. Connie Nelson plays his wife, who, she's fine. I will say this, though, that when you see a role like what she has, and you see his kids, he has a son and a daughter, I'm sitting here the whole time just thinking to myself, and I'm not saying whether or not this happens. I don't want to make it seem like I'm spoiling anything or that I'm revealing anything. I'm just saying that you watch these revenge movies or you watch these type of films, and you're just almost sitting there waiting for the family to be killed or waiting for the wife to be killed. I'm not saying that it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't happen. I'm just saying that I almost couldn't appreciate her role and her acting more than I should have, because I'm just expecting something bad to happen to her or the kids and whatnot. Christopher Lloyd plays Bob Odenkirk's father, who he too has a past, he too has some history. Hell, he's probably the reason why he is the way that he is, so that was great to see Doc Brown show up. The villain of the film, the Russian mob, like I said, the character's name is Yulian. His actual name, you heard me butcher the director's name. I will not do that to this actor. I am sorry. I'm not disrespecting you by not saying your name. I just don't know how the hell to pronounce it. Look it up if you really want to know. But this guy was fine. I guess what's stopping me from saying that I love the movie, it is one of those things where I have seen these type of films a lot since then, and I do feel like a lot of them are chasing that feeling that John Wick, especially the first movie, gives and brings, and I don't think I'll ever reach the heights of being surprised and being just impressed of how that movie delivered this type of world. I find it amusing that Bob Odenkirk's character, Hutch, it's really when he finds out that his daughter's like little toy thing, that was taken by the robbers, and that's what pushes him over the edge. That's what makes him want to go back out there and do some bad things and kill some people. It's quite amusing, but I almost want to know, like, why? Everything else that happened, why was that the one thing? I guess his daughter just means that much to him, or her toy, her item. Anyways, guys, yeah, if I had to rate this, since this is a newer film, I'll give it a Netflix and chill. So, guys, let me know in the comments below if you too have seen Nobody. What do you think of it? Did you like it? Did you love it? Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Later!
Heat in my vein like vernacular. Cook up the beat with a spatula. Y'all are not ready for action. I'm smoking these rappers and feeling spectacular. Making it killing like massacre. Watch out, I'm whipping my wrist. Right on my city, been pissed, but I show them love. I'm not the one that's at risk. My homie told me that when people rise up against you, it's a sign of your destiny real. Fake ones been hating cause they know that one day you're making it. Jealousy's all they can feel. Plugging the phone, drifting my zone. Pain in the future when thinking alone.